What's up, everybody? We are back again. This is episode 2 of the Plus Minus podcast. Episode 1 went phenomenal. Shout out to everyone tapped in, everyone that swiped up and shit like that and asked to be on. I am Clock, your host. I'm here with co-host Nick. Nick, it went phenomenal, episode 1, man.
Yeah, man, it was great, man. I popped my cherry. It was my first ever podcast. I feel good, man. I feel ready.
Yeah, got those new sheets, right?
Yeah, shout out to ISO for being on the podcast. It was super fun.
Yeah, shout out to ISO. He killed it, man. That was his first podcast too. He's gonna want to come back on. He said, "Can't wait for the one-on-one series. It's gonna be lit." But today, Nick, we have 2 very special guests here in the building.
Very special, yes, sir.
Yeah, if you want to bring on the first guest, we're gonna bring it on one by one.
Yes, sir.
And get their piece and everything like that. We got a game for him to play, and I brought a gift as well for us.
Awesome. Yeah, guys.
Let's bring him on.
I just want you to welcome. It's me, Fon Bomb TV, Mr. Fonby.
Fon Bomb
Welcome
TV.
to the podcast, my boy. Yes, sir. Welcome to the pod, my boy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Nice to meet y'all.
What's going on, Fom? How we doing today?
I'm alright. I had a good day.
Yeah?
Been basically just chilling at the house with the kids.
That's what's up. So is this your first podcast that you've been on?
Yeah, this is my first podcast I've been
I
on
love
actually in person. I did one on a Zoom meeting before.
For sure.
For sure. I love
So
that.
Fom, crazy YouTube basketball content creator, crazy hooper in general. When I saw you hoop at the fucking charity game, man, you was killing them dogs. You wanted the smoke, you wanted all that shit, and you got some crazy content out of it.
Appreciate
But yeah, go check them out on YouTube. Instagram's popping
It'll be
too
on
with the
below.
reels and everything.
Yep, it'll be below. For sure.
Yeah,
man.
that'll
So-
go below. That'll go below.
For sure.
But yeah,
man,
thanks for coming on, man.
For sure, man. I appreciate
Appreciate
you, Fomb. I just want you to tell the audience, man. Tell them your real name. Tell them where you're from, what city you're from. Tell them what high school you went to. Did you go to college? So just, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What y'all don't know, my first name's Robert. My name's Robert Fonby.
Robbie?
Yeah, Robert Fonby. I grew up on 105, not too far from here. I went to Shaker High School. I played with Terry Rozier that year.
Oh,
so
fuck
shout out
yeah.
Terry.
See, I didn't even know that. That's
Yeah,
lit.
that's sick,
I
bro.
saw y'all play in high school because I always tell people I saw Terry play in high school, like,
Mhm.
during those years.
Probably
was
saw
dope.
Fonby.
Yeah,
Fucking-
he was
I
dope.
saw him
He was
play,
dope.
yeah,
So
hell yeah.
I didn't. My play style wasn't the same though. I was like a power forward center then,
Mm-hmm.
so it was a little bit different. But my freshman year, I went to Mercyhurst. Didn't kind of really take school as serious as I needed to, so I was just ineligible that first half. So after that, I came home, went to Tri-C, ended up killing it. First team, everything. Went to West Virginia State. Ended up graduating from there with my bachelor's.
Hell yeah, dude.
Got your
What'd you
bachelor's.
graduate with?
Sheesh.
Yep, sports studies.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sick.
College man.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody really knows that
Yeah, man,
really
I got my
watches you,
associates in
especially on YouTube, man. Like y'all just think he's just a hooper,
He's
but
a college graduate.
College
I
graduate.
do not have my bachelor's, and for show
dropped-
damn well he don't.
I dropped out of college. I mean, so
I'm not gonna say it make you or break you. It just
No,
depends.
yeah, it's just nice to have, especially when you have studies and stuff like that. But
Definitely.
is that shots?
you
You just sent some shots my way.
no,
I'm kidding, I'm
never.
kidding.
I mean, are you talking shots?
Yeah, for sure. Bring the shots.
Okay.
out.
So
all
the
right.
gift I brought. So I had a podcast a couple weeks ago with Mikey Roberts,
Shout out to Mikey. Yeah, shout out to Mikey.
and
Yeah,
I brought Hennessy, and we got a little tipped, and a lot of the conversations went far west than what we expected. But so we're hoping for that today with you guys. So we got Hennessy.
All right.
We're not sponsored.
Nah, not
Don't kill us.
sponsored. You know what? I've only had Hennessy like one time.
I had Hennessy a couple times.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You're not really a drinker, are you? Fon?
No, I'm not
No?
a drinker at all. But
Yeah, I
you
don't
know,
really drink.
I'm here for it.
Can't
Yeah,
lie, I
yeah.
drank last
Seize the
night. So.
tension. Pour that
What
up
you
a
drink
little
last
bit.
night?
So my buddy was in town from Florida, so
Okay.
we had 3 Coronas each and 2 shots of Jameson.
Mm.
And I was like kind of tipped from it because
This
I've been
look-
dieting a
this
little
one-
bit, so it's been hitting me a
Wait,
little bit
Nick.
harder. Are we taking
Hey,
shots
no,
or are we
no,
sipping?
Enough of me.
You gotta sip on it.
Yeah,
You
let's
gotta
sip on it for right now.
Yeah, hey, Mika.
What's the toast
Mika,
for?
you want some, Mika? You sure?
What's the toast for?
Let's
Episode 2,
episode 2
Fon
plus
Bomb.
minus.
2 plus and minus.
plus and minus, baby. Appreciate that, man.
Salud.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Wait, that wasn't supposed to. Oh, all right. I was making sure.
Yeah,
y'all
I didn't take
drink
the
y'all
whole damn
cup.
thing. Shit, I'll be leaning.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, I'm not really.
You got
a drinker.
water there
I'll have
for
a
you.
White Claw or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
go ahead and.
yeah. Anyway, so
Yeah, shout out to
one thing
Hennessy.
that I wanted to ask, I like asking basketball players. I'm big into hoops and stuff like that. So growing up, who did you like look up to the most? Who was your guy? You know, like
The crazy part, it wasn't even a guy. It was my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the background on that?
My sister was just so tough. She was on edge. She was real gritty to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? And just her play style, I just loved
tough.
it. So
Yeah.
How much older is she from?
she got me by 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Years,
Okay. So that was a
She's only
good
32.
good look up for sure.
Yeah,
Did she hoop? Where'd she hoop?
She went to Cleveland Central Catholic.
Okay.
Mel
Sweet.
Burke was
Does
her
she
coach.
live in Cleveland?
Yeah.
And she hasn't come to the P League yet? On your
Nah,
squad?
she don't hoop no more. She
Ah.
just do like the post office. type
Maybe we
thing.
can get her out of retirement. You know, one time get just a YouTube video.
No,
of
that-
you
yeah,
and your
that'd
sister
definitely be
getting
dope.
Would that be
buckets.
the first girl
If
to
she
play in the
pull-
P
hey,
League?
If she pulls out the one leg, I'm out of here.
Right.
You
I
teach her
think
that
I'll
one
be out of
leg.
there with you.
The one leg. So he's talking one leg. So he's known for the one leg jumper,
Yeah.
fade away, whatever you want to call it. But he's
Yeah.
mastered
He's
the
mastered
Luka
that, bro.
Doncic.
He's mastered
sure.
that. It's like, it's that flick of the wrist. You know, I'm a shooter, so I see like the
clean,
movements,
yeah.
man. That flick of the wrist is just everything on that
Mhm.
shot.
Yeah.
Because like you don't really have no balance, but that flick, that muscle memory flick, it's lethal, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's definitely muscle memory.
I
like you
mean,
said.
listen, I watch a lot of YouTubers and I see them try it, but like yours is natural,
Appreciate
and then
that.
I feel like mine is more natural.
That's
but
crazy. Nobody know. That's actually a shot that I used to do.
I used
all
to
the
do
time when
that
I was
all
a
the
kid.
time.
Wow.
When I was a kid, that's a
I-
shot I used
Hell
to
yeah.
practice.
Bro,
I just used to practice wild shots.
Me too.
Right.
bro.
I just never know.
That's
what
how it is when
scenario
you're a
was
kid. Yeah, you just like practice shit and learn it, and then like
Yeah.
years later you think back, you're like, dude, I used to fuck do that. Let's
Nah,
fuck
for
bring it back,
real.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That's sick though. Yeah, check out his videos. Like I said, his YouTube, Instagram, and shit. He's got the one leg out there and stuff
For
like
sure.
that.
Fom, tell the audience, man, how long have you been being like a content creator? Like, when did you start YouTube? Like, let's just go back a little bit more. Like, what happened? Like, how did you become a content creator?
It's crazy because it was just one day, me and my girl, my cameraman was talking, and we wanted to know, like, how can I still be on that platform, getting noticed, and just having eyes on me, or whatever the case may be, just building, you know, just whether I was going to overseas or, you know, I couldn't make it to G League or whatever the case may be, but it was just random. Then Nick told me one day, shout out to Nick, you know, from the
My
P
dog,
League.
man. Appreciate
My boy
you.
told me one day that Frigga was coming to the P League just for like some runs.
Shout out,
and he
Freak.
was taking 2 players with him to go basically like on tour to like Lancaster, PA. And I ended up killing it, me and another guy named Pontos. Shout out to Pontos, you know, the big serve.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, so then after that,
No
it was just
comment.
all she wrote. I went to that takeover. I ended up dropping somebody for game.
Oh shit.
That was it from there.
Wow.
Man,
That was
dude.
it.
How long ago was that?
That was crazy.
I don't know how long ago was that.
When was
Man,
that?
Probably
dude,
about
it was
a year
winter.
ago. It had to
It
been
was
about
it
a
was
year.
winter, man, because we were talking. We were in Avon Lake, all the way on the west side,
Yep.
and we were talking, man. Like in my car, we're like, "Hey, bro, like, you know, you could really do this stuff." And I know that was even before Friga. I think when I brought Ball Is Life to the city,
Yeah.
we did some stuff, and you went crazy in the P League game. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm gonna introduce you to these guys. I'm gonna bring them back to the city. I'm like, bro, you got the character.
I didn't even know what YouTube was.
Yeah, he got the
I'm not even
character,
gonna
bro.
lie.
He's got the game. You know what I mean? People.
How many
rock with you.
subscribers you got now?
Maybe like 9,000.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a
700,
lot,
something
bro.
Like that.
Mhm.
Almost 10.
From
There you go.
the city and from starting up like the way you started up. That's
Right.
crazy, bro.
We
Talking
definitely-
about a little over a year, right?
Yeah,
That's
we definitely
crazy.
taking this day by day.
Sick, bro.
You know.
So now, like, talk about the content. Do you have like a schedule of like planning it out now, or is it kind of just like let's go hoop and record shit and whatever happens happens?
As far as reels, like when I post on Instagram, I like to post if not every day, every other day, around like 12, just to keep it consistent.
Yeah.
As far as YouTube videos, I want to post more on my channel. You know, I've been doing more content. I got a video that's dropping tomorrow, actually, at one I did with Cam and Scar.
Okay.
Recently at the P League, my boy Nick. So
Yes, sir.
that
Great
should be
video.
dope.
Sweet. Let's check that out.
It's gonna be a
Dope,
great
man.
video, man.
Yeah.
Fom, let's talk about like you know, the struggles behind like being a content creator. Like it's great to be known, as we know. You know, it's great to have clout. It's great to know the big guys. But what's
Yeah.
the struggles behind being a content creator?
It take time.
Yeah.
It just takes
Patience, right?
It takes
Gotta have
time. It
patience.
take patience. You got to know that you're gonna go through different adversities. You got to know that you're gonna struggle. You might put out a video that you're gonna think gonna hit these amount of views and don't hit that amount. You know what I'm saying? It's just don't get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Everybody race ain't the same.
Right. Exactly.
So you just gotta follow.
Your biggest critic is yourself.
Yeah.
I told him that too, and you know,
Absolutely.
there's always gonna be something that you can correct, get better on, and you gotta learn to accept that, because not everything is gonna be perfect, you know.
And then I feel like if this a lane that anybody do want to get into, research. Actually look at a couple YouTube videos and see
For sure.
how the content should be.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? Instead of just jumping out there and trying to figure it out as you go. I just feel like, just
What's the process like?
Yeah.
The process of being a creator. Like, what do you need to become a YouTuber? Like, is it the cameraman, the ideas? Like, what all comes like with that?
I definitely say the cameraman is a big part. Just
Big part.
The quality,
Huge.
And the quality, the production. Shout out to Grayson and
Yeah,
them.
shout out
They
to
do a
Grayson.
great job with that. And Scotty.
Shout out Inky too.
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to my
Inky.
guy Jimbo. He started this with me, so without him, it just it wouldn't be no me.
Right.
But it just take a lot of heart, and determination, just to do this. It take a lot of time. You got to know that you might miss some hours of sleep. I
Yeah.
see Grayson and them up 24 hours sometimes just doing this production.
It's a grind,
just,
man. It's a grind.
To do it right. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
For sure. There's a
I'm
lot behind
I'm just
it, bro.
grateful to just be in this position.
And
Yeah,
it
for
costs
sure.
money to do this,
It
right?
definitely does.
It
It
costs
costs
money. It's
endless
not
money.
free.
Endless money.
And if you can find a videographer that is believing in you, and he believes your vision, and he does like work with you,
Yeah.
and he's giving you that free work, bro, just make sure you take care of that guy.
That's
you
what
know?
matters. That's
I'm
what
also
matters.
a firm
man.
believer that you pay for what you want.
Exactly.
If you
Yeah.
want that production or you want that quality, how
Yeah.
you want it, sometimes you got to spend some money.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. It definitely takes more than one person, bro.
Yeah, I agree. It takes a
It's
team.
hard to do everything, by yourself. With the P League, man, I do everything by myself, and to be honest with you, I wish I had some help. It's not the fact that like I'm doing a bad job, right? But it's just better to
It's just
have
taking a
more
little bit
brains,
more time.
right?
That's
Exactly,
it.
and extra.
Shit, call me
hands,
up.
so
I'll ref some games.
You'll ref some games.
Yeah.
It's just taking a little bit more
Yeah.
time. You got to trust your process.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
For sure. Talk about the traveling you got to do with being a content creator. Now, listen, if you're a YouTuber, I think there's a difference between a content creator and a YouTuber. A YouTuber can just obviously make their films,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and work with it. But a content creator is out in the world, trying to make money doing, basketball content, creation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like you could be a YouTuber, but you can also be a content creator.
Right.
I agree.
So
I feel like
I think
the-
there's a difference there.
The
to be honest.
YouTuber, like, I feel like you have the YouTube, like by the balls. Like a lot of people don't got the YouTube going. If you got YouTube going, that's like the main, that's where you can make some cheese on there. You know what I'm saying? So if you got that, you're a YouTube content creator. That's how I look at it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But go ahead. How do you look at it?
For sure, man. Like another question I have for you, man. Talk about the support. Talk about like city support, and then talk about support from other people that you don't know. Like, what is? Oh shit! Damn. What is the
He
difference?
drunk already?
Yeah. What is the difference? Between that, support, because it's definitely different. There's definitely two different sides of that.
What's crazy, I get a majority of my support from my lady, just to be honest. Like,
Shout out Mika.
it's just more so unconditional. It's
real.
authentic, and I know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that I don't get the same type of love out of town or just somewhere else. But
Now, is that, excuse me for a second, she's the one that's always screaming in the videos, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
she's the
Okay,
one
yeah.
that's always-
I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, so
Fuck yeah, let's go.
No
Yeah, that's
good.
her. Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
feel like when you doing this type of stuff, you could definitely gotta have your rock on that side.
For sure.
So I feel like
Goes a
that's-
long way, yeah.
But I honestly get more love going out of town than in my own city.
Yeah.
See,
Let's
that's
talk about
all.
that.
That's the whole
Fon, let's
fucking
talk
thing
about
with
that, man.
everything.
It's I don't know. I can't say that. I don't know if it's the city. I don't know if it's the people, but I just feel like I'm doing something positive, and
You are doing
or
something
trying to do something positive. Just trying to just do the right thing, because I know how it is to not do the right thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I've been in that position. I've been hard headed and not listened to or went down that road.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So
But can you pinpoint why getting more love in your city is harder than outside of the city? You know what I mean? Can you pinpoint that? Because it's questionable.
I got
You-
opinions on that
It
off
shouldn't be
the
the
ass.
issue.
you would expect this where it should have started, like this where it should start.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You expect like the love to come mainly
Yeah.
from here, at least.
It
you feel me?
should.
Yeah.
Or it should, or you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I get a lot more love and attention just out of town.
Yeah.
Or just
My
on the
thing,
road.
my opinion on that is, so we're from Cleveland, right?
Mhm.
And we're not getting the love we deserve in the city that we're from. It's because so many people are hating because we're growing up and we grew up in the same city and we're coming up. It's the same, like you know what I'm saying? We're in the same area.
I
Someone's
guess
gonna
I
be
don't-
jealous. If you go to another city, you know what I'm saying? It's new face, new this.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, he's from Cleveland. Oh, where? I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? If you're here, it's like, damn, he went to the high school like 2 miles from me, man. Like, why couldn't I do that shit?
Right.
You feel me?
I feel like maybe it's not hatred. I don't want to say it's hatred because I don't give a person a reason to hate on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Considering that I'm doing
if you make
something
'em fall,
that I love to do.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're a person, a content creator, if you got your own clothing line or whatever the case may be, if you're chasing something that you love, I mean, why should another person hate on it?
Yeah.
So I don't look at it as more so like that. I look at it as more so like maybe I ain't give you enough. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I ain't give you enough to want to look at me or to want to accept what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it.
But listen, in my opinion, man, like you are the key to make the city pop and make more content creators. You know, being from the city, you know, being from the hood, like, bro, wouldn't you rather see 5-10 people from the hood become content creators and y'all could do it together, right? So
I'd rather see just 5 or 10 people doing something that you love instead of chasing something that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't really got.
Well,
I just
for
make
sure.
it make sense. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Yeah, definitely got to make sense. But I think, like, you know, like I said, you being the key, man, all these park takeovers that I see and all these gym takeovers that I see, I feel like we have so many hoopers in the city that's
Definitely.
so spread out where if we just brought them together and we just did it together, there could be 200, 300 people at every open gym, you know, at every park takeover. And they should look at you as someone like, yeah, bro, we got to praise this guy because he's putting on. But, you know, that drives people away from the city, and it makes them not want to come back and do things for the city because there's nothing but hate and no love there.
Yeah.
I'm more so not looking for praise. I'm more so just looking for everybody to just come together.
You're doing what you love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
I
And just
wanna play some
continuing to
good
grow with it.
basketball,
Yeah,
talk some
right.
Good trash talk. You know what I'm saying? Without everybody getting their feelings or
Right.
taking it the wrong way, because that's how basketball's supposed to be.
It is, yeah.
I feel like a lot of NBA players can talk trash and get a bucket, and for it not to escalate into a fight or something that, you know what I'm saying, that it don't have to be. So
Right.
For sure.
Facts.
I'm just here for the positive vibe.
Hell yeah.
Do you think being a content creator and doing all these park runs, is it the new and one? Let's talk about that. Is it a new positive way to go to different cities and pick a couple players to come play with you, and now you're getting put on? That's what the and one used to do. They used to go on tour, pick a couple players, and they scooped them up on their and one team.
I definitely think it's.
You know, just like Poster Boy.
I think and one had to be its own lane because it's just more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
for
I feel
sure.
like
It's a different era back then.
All those moves that Hot Sauce
Oh
was
my
doing
God,
was
yeah.
crazy.
I mean,
Did you watch the documentary on it?
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Yeah. I
haven't.
watched a little bit of it, and I don't know, man. Obviously, like, it is staged, dude. That was staged.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean,
like the Globetrotter staged.
but
Like,
that's
Park
what it-
Takeover's not staged at all.
That's what it was. It was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It brought people together to just look at the excitement, the entertainment, the staginess, whatever it was. It was just
That was like the only one back then, you know.
It was
And then
a
they
way.
had the clothing and the shoes and everything. It was like the vibe
it
for
worked.
hoopers.
It made sense.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I have another question for you. So, you hoop all the time, right? So, what's like your weekly? Like, are you still like working out, like doing like drills and shit, or are you just straight hooping? Are you like what you got a specific? I want to hear that. I want to hear. I want to hear the.
behind it's me.
All
I
right,
want to hear
so-
the work you put in. Let's hear it.
So honestly, you really want to know the secret?
Yeah.
My kids.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing. I wish I could tell you that I wake up and do a workout at this time or
Yeah.
go shoot around at this time. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I might go to a couple of open gyms and shoot around or mess around and get up and down, you know what I'm saying, just so I won't lose it. But honestly, I only play basketball when I do an event or when I go on the road with them.
Wow.
I just know it's mental.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm locked in, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
And I'm
Okay.
like super locked in right
See,
now.
Y'all
You feel
hearing
me?
that
that's
right
what I
now?
wanted to know.
That's tough.
So like, it don't matter what I'm doing.
So
If you-
it's family
if you
motivation.
guard me or if I'm guarding you, is on.
Mhm.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Tough. So it's basically like family motivation. That's what motivates you to keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta get
Love
it.
that.
If I don't, who is?
Yeah.
Feel me?
100%.
Let's talk
Lit,
about
bro.
sorry, Clock. Let's talk
You good?
about I know people are going to be asking questions about this because, you know, people think content creators are just so rich. Now, there's a lot of them that make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Talk about the struggles behind not making any money in the beginning,
Man.
but spending money. You know what I mean?
You just gotta know that it's an investment. You know, you gotta know that you're gonna spend some money. You gotta know that you're gonna make some money. But 9 times out of 10, you putting more money in than what you're receiving. It's just how it go.
You're investing in yourself.
Yeah, I'm not rich. I'm not driving a Lamb. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm working towards that.
Right.
I'm building. You know what I'm saying?
Building the
I'm-
brand, man.
I'm loving what I'm doing right now, and I know it's gonna all make sense in the end.
Sick.
That's great. Fom, can we drop a link or a picture of your It's Me shirts when we drop this?
Definitely.
Right here, man. We need
You
to
got
cop
shirts?
the It's Me
I drop
shirt
my It's Me shirts tomorrow.
Wow.
tomorrow.
Any
So-
samples? You bring any?
I got a picture.
He's
for
got
Alright,
a
let's
picture.
see,
You know what?
let's
We're
see.
gonna put it on. We're gonna put it
We'll
on.
put it on. I'm trying to see
podcast.
them hoes right now.
got
But
you.
I definitely need to cop that. That's tough. It's got the one-legged logo, but
Swear.
it's
That's
got the
All
It's
right,
Me.
all right.
I love it, man. We got to make sure that we put it on
I'll rock
there
that.
so people can support and buy my guys'
For
merch.
sure.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I think I got one.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's tough. No, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
copping. I'm copping
yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
So basically, the definition behind It's Me, when you know the person in front of you has no chance of stopping you.
Okay.
You know?
Sweet. Yeah.
Just make it make
It's
sense.
sick.
You know?
Yeah,
it
make
could
it make
could be
sense.
broad.
Mhm.
It can deal with different sports. It can deal with anybody. You know?
It's a life thing. That's
Yeah.
what plus minus.
Yeah, man.
Life.
Plus minus,
It
bro.
relates back to basketball, but
There's a lot of meaning behind that.
it's life.
Confidence.
It's life.
That's it. Only
For
the
sure,
strong
man.
survive.
For sure. For sure.
For real.
Can we talk about man, there's so much to talk about with Fon, man. I can go on for probably 2 hours, and
Let's
especially
go.
if I keep sipping on this.
Oh,
Let's
that
go.
Hennessy
Let's go.
already
Matter of
kicked
fact,
in there.
Come on, shot o'clock.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
say
let's
cheers.
do it.
Cheers, cheers,
All right.
cheers, everybody
do it.
behind there. Cheers.
Salud.
Boom, plus and minus.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about the one-on-ones. I think one-on-one is super different. It's different than 5-on-5 basketball. You'll take some L's. You'll take some W's.
Yeah.
Now, people don't want to play one-on-one sometimes because they don't want to take the L.
Mhm.
And then just talk about how important it is to lose to make sure that you win the next game because the next question I had is that Ball is Life event that you're on. I'm gonna ask you, do you went bananas? But
All
first,
right.
talk about the one-on-ones, please.
With the one-on-ones, with me, I can just only go me, but I feel like I can just reach different people too as well. I feel like it's a win-lose. Like, you got to know how to win. You got to know how to lose. When you playing this game, you got to know that sometimes you're going to play against another dog. It happens, whether you missing some shots or he just 9 times out of 10, excuse my language, busting your ass.
So you can
It's
swear.
just, you
can
feel
swear,
me?
you can
It's just
Fuck.
how it is.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
No, I try not to do that,
Shit,
but
bitch, ass.
no, I try to only do that on the court. You know what I'm saying? Just when I'm talking
Yeah.
to myself or in rhythm. But one-on-one, a mental game. It's just all mental. Like, when you do it, you gotta expect the worst sometimes.
Yeah. So when you're playing one-on-one, I asked ISO last week. So he said he like freelances. He's not like thinking of a move. He's just like playing, like whatever happens. When you're playing one-on-one, you got 3 dribbles, for example.
Yeah.
Are you like planning that out? Like, I'm about to hit him with the left to the right, step back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I kind of just look at his body
Mhm.
or his feet, or I'm a guy that really kind of just shoot whatever I feel like at the time. Like,
Yeah,
that's
we
why
know.
I shoot one
We
leg
know that.
shots. Just-
like
I
one
just
leg
feel
is
like if you confident,
strictly no
Yeah,
dribble.
we know that.
man, if you confident, shoot it.
Yeah.
Or if you gonna do that move, do it. Or you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be the thought. Just have fun. Just know you playing the game that you let it play.
For sure. J.R. Smith shit. Anytime I'm touching the ball, I'm shooting that bitch.
Nah,
Yeah.
for real.
Right,
I mean
right.
it. So if you got a hand down, it's up.
Hey, I remember
So-
in the charity game, you're like, next time I get this ball, I'm shooting it.
for
Yeah.
real.
I shot that bitch right away.
For
You
real.
shot it right away.
only
Did you
had-
make a jump shot? You made a layup.
I made a layup.
You made a layup.
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, we
Yeah.
getting the ball, we shooting it. When you
Yeah.
get the ball, have
I didn't
fun.
get the ball.
No, I understand. It was definitely a lot of ball down.
But
there,
yeah,
people
but
say.
no, it's cool.
Yeah.
I had
I get
fun.
it.
I made a good video out of it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I don't care.
It was a dope event.
Clock, man. Hopefully we could get, just like kind of creative with this. His one-on-one that
Yeah.
he had at Ball is Life. This guy was losing. He was losing the whole time,
Uh-huh.
and this guy came back and shot like 4 or 5 one-legged threes to win the game.
Swear to God.
To win 2,500.
Wow.
Talk about clutch. Talk about ice in your veins. Like just tell me what you thought. You
You was
just
probably
thought
lit,
about that.
screaming and shit.
Yeah, like just tell me about that because I want to know what was going through your mind because when I was watching that with Big Dan, I'm like, bro, this dude's going crazy right now.
Wow. Drop the
Yeah.
link too for
Yeah,
that video.
Definitely, bro.
It was more so I gotta leave with something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't come all the way out here.
It came
My
to that
first time
point in your
was
head,
LA.
you're like,
I gotta
it's
leave
time.
with something.
Boy went
It's time.
off.
I gotta leave with something. And I knew, like I said, my girl watching, my kids watching, my friends, my
I was
homies,
watching.
whatever the case may be. I just knew everybody was watching me, so it was just.
How many people
gotta
were
put
watching
on.
that?
Mhm.
Like 40,000, 50,000?
I personally don't know.
You don't even
To be
know?
honest.
wow,
No.
really?
Yeah, a lot of people were watching.
Where
it
is
was
it
on
at?
Caffeine. It was on caffeine.
On caffeine.
Uh,
This life,
It's
yeah.
a streaming.
okay.
It's like owned by like like a big network, AT&T or
Yeah.
ABC. It's owned by one of those networks.
Mhm.
It was
so
dope.
They do a lot with them.
It was just mental though. It was just mental. I just tried to stay in there. Just when you losing or winning, you just got to stay locked in.
You got to,
Yeah,
especially when you're down. You know, you always got to stick
Even
to
if
it.
you're playing for money, it's just still, you know,
For
I
sure.
had refs there, so I knew it wasn't gonna get out of hand or anything like that. Just play the game.
That's
And
what's up.
make sure we get a clip of this boys one-on-one, one-legged 3 at the end. That was nasty.
Sure.
We got to clip that for my boy because
Appreciate
sure.
that.
For sure.
game that bitch.
So
My shot.
before we bring on Grayson for our second guest here, real quick, and we're gonna have you shoot a little putt real quick.
All right.
But before that, I just want to know, like, besides basketball and everything, what's another hobby that you enjoy? Like, what else do you enjoy besides hooping? You got like a favorite movie? You watch like SpongeBob and shit?
I like anime.
Anime? Big anime guy, huh?
I like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. She hate that. You feel me? So I
hate
got
that
like
shit?
this little app called.
You don't like it? Oh, that's tough. You a Dragon Ball Z
Yeah,
guy? What are
yeah.
you, a Goku dude
All
or
that,
Broly?
all that. For all your anime lovers, for all my anime lovers, you know, download this app. It's called Crunchyroll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, make
Costs
you
like
put that below. I
$5,
need
$7, something like that.
What is it? It has everything on it?
You can watch any anime show you want.
Really? Wow.
Back in the day.
And there is a lot of anime people out there. I'm
Definitely.
not entirely hip and huge like that,
Yeah.
but bro, so many fucking people talk about
That's
it.
my own little weird thing I got going on.
I feel
You
it.
know
I
what I'm
feel it.
saying?
See, that's what we got out of
That's
me
tough.
today.
I'm
Anime.
a big Pokemon guy. I'm a big
Mhm.
Naruto guy. I'm a big Dragon Ball Z guy
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Actually, got a couple questions before we let this guy
Go ahead.
hit
Whatever
this
you
golf
gotta say.
club. This is gonna go a little bit personal, but let's talk about being a young dad, being a young father. You know, the young hoopers out there that are like 15, 16. They might need this. So how did having your daughter affect your life at a young age? You were 18 years old.
No, I was 15, turning 16.
Wow. So I didn't know
Wow,
that he
really?
was 15 years old and he had a
Yep.
child. So please tell the audience how that affected your life and how did you cope with that mentally, and did it obviously made you a great person? So please talk to him, man, because I know somebody might go through that. So if they're watching this, they might,
Well, I was
Just get
15,
help out.
turning 16. I was at an AAU tournament when I first got the call. I'm pregnant. I'm
Holy
having a baby.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna lie to you. I played completely terrible. Completely terrible because it was just a lot
Big
that was
news,
just
yeah.
running
Oh
through my
yeah,
mind.
man.
Crazy.
Especially at
You know
that
what I'm
age, you're
saying?
like, it's like, there's no way you could hoop.
Yeah, so me personally, my thought process was just, dang, everything over. Like, I got to stop playing ball. Like, I just didn't know that you could do both. You know what I'm saying? Until I figured it out. It was just, like I said, it's just anything that you do is, I feel like it's really just all mental. You feel?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
So I just didn't want, I know that I didn't want to be a bad dad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a man, you got to just handle what you got to do. You feel me? So
Good.
I just knew that I didn't want my baby mama to struggle without me, just us not struggling together.
That's
You
real.
feel me? So
Real dad.
I was in college, so it was definitely hard. Just her growing up when she was younger, I wasn't there as much as I should have been, but I was in school. You know what I'm saying? Grinding,
Right.
whether it's basketball, just trying to get my diploma,
Right.
degree. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of brain farts. It was a lot of lonely nights. It was a lot of crying
Mature
nights.
probably
It
real
was-
fast, huh?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely had to mature
Yeah.
fast. And
Yeah, that's probably helped you all the way to today.
Yeah.
And how old is she
with
now?
everything.
she 12, about to be
12.
13,
That's
November
crazy.
11th.
Wow.
Dang.
That's dope,
She don't
man.
give me a hard time though, not really.
Yeah.
It's a kid, how it be, but
She about to
got
be
a
a
dope
teenager
dad,
now.
yeah.
yeah, she's about to be a teenager.
That's
She dope.
crazy.
She dance, run track, and she gets straight A's in school.
Hey, that's all you can ask.
Yeah. She got a dope dad, so shout out to the daughter. What's her name?
Alexia
Shout
Shout out
Fonda.
to Alexia.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
man,
what's
that was
up.
the question I had, just because I know there's definitely people out there that are going to go through that. And,
Just keep going.
the plus minus, man, just the positive things of having a kid early, and the
Yeah.
negatives is going to be a lot of mental work, right?
Yeah.
You got to work on your mental and make sure that you're there. And yeah.
Just keep going. Just don't
Mental
give up.
is huge. Mental is
going.
huge.
Yeah. I agree.
Who is the who's the next on your list? Who do you want to play one-on-one in the future? Can we name drop? Do you have anybody in your
You want to challenge anybody for the one-on-one series?
Grayson? You want to play Grayson one-on-one?
Nah.
That's
That's my boy. That's my
me.
boy. Y'all got some unseen footage of Grayson and Patrick, right? My boy Grayson was shooting out
Nigga
of
hoop.
everything.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got it.
my boy
Yeah.
Grayson tough, but
Ah.
no,
Nobody?
I don't have anybody that want to call out. I don't have
Word.
nobody that want to play.
But hey,
I'm just really focused on me.
If the
You know what I'm
money's
saying?
calling,
I'm focused
though.
on my path. Yeah, if somebody
money's
called me
calling.
out, if it's right, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Got
But
our money on Fon Bomb. Y'all
Yeah.
heard that? Fon Bomb.
Somebody
ain't
got to
got
call
nobody
him
I
out
wanna
for the
play, though.
cheese.
Yeah, someone will. Do you have any ones planned or not? No, like nothing scheduled.
Nah, not nothing that I know of right now. My next trip is with the next chapter here,
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Sweet. What's going on out there?
Just 1v1s, 2v2s, 5v5s, park runs. you
Okay,
know.
okay.
Just trying to keep the culture going.
How often do you travel?
Probably like once or twice a month, or
Okay.
if I get booked for an event, it might be like 3 or 4 times out the month. It just depends.
Yeah.
She hate it.
You go too?
Yeah.
Sometimes. It
Yeah,
depends.
no, if it's close enough, it's a reasonable
Yeah,
for us
yeah.
to drive. We'll both drive. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Can we
Sweet.
do a celebrity game again? Because that was
I'm
lit.
down.
That was a great event.
I'm down. We
A
definitely
lot
gotta
of
have
people
more
forget
people.
about events like that.
Mhm.
I don't, bro. We brought 350 plus people together to watch you and everybody else play.
That was our first ever
First.
event. We
Like
had my
together.
boy Hezzy got there,
Yep.
J. Lou, had a couple rappers,
Yep.
Montana Love. you
Wow,
know.
Montana
Yeah.
pulled.
It was
we
dope.
Had, we had a great time, man. And
When was
I
that
know we're
one?
gonna do another one. That was February.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
February.
dope.
It was a coat drive. That was at Tri-C.
Oh, I think I was supposed to pull that.
You were supposed to pull
Yeah, I
up.
tweaked
You
bad.
definitely were. But man,
Shout out to the sponsors for
shout
that
out
too
to
as
all
well.
the sponsors, man.
Mhm.
We had a lot of sponsors, and I want to bring them back and do another one here.
Can
soon.
Montana love hoop?
He gave Alex a nice little and one.
Yeah,
Really?
he did.
ISO, yeah, don't forget.
Wow.
We don't get bigger names as the year goes by, because remember, bro, that's our treat for the city
Yep.
to bring people, together to watch, basketball, and obviously bring businesses together so they could, get noticed, and people can network. And
Yeah,
it's just a big networking event that involves basketball, where it's our lane, and if we could keep doing that for the city, because no one else is doing it, we can.
That's a
Yeah.
pod,
Really,
that's what we got the
go-
pod for too, man.
Yeah.
The
That's the
podcast
motive.
is just gonna help everything else.
Yeah.
That's the motive. I feel like that's what I want to do for the city. That's what I want to bring to the city. That's the energy I want to bring.
Yeah.
Just- I feel like it's a lot of Cleveland people that's rappers. You know what I'm saying? Nothing towards them or not. You know what I'm saying? But I
We
feel
see
like,
a lot of them.
yeah, we got some hoopers. Why
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
showcase them? Why
Right.
not show? You know what I'm saying?
I
Show
feel
you
like the
every time.
hoopers
So
are
many
they're trying
more.
to figure out how, you know what I'm saying, like what you're doing.
Mhm.
They're trying to do what you're trying to do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just like show yourself off more.
Well, this the avenue.
Yeah,
This the
yeah.
way.
Now you got a face and a voice with all those hoop, you know what I'm saying? You're probably going to get some love with like people probably just watch your videos
Bro, he's gonna get
based
bigger and
off the
bigger.
hooping and
He-
shit,
he,
you know?
he keeps improving. He keeps getting more fans, and he's consistent, and people like him. And on the basketball court, if you're not consistent, next
Yeah.
Yeah.
next guy, you
I
got to
agree.
seize the opportunity, and this guy
Definitely gotta-
always seizes
Mhm.
seizes the
Definitely
opportunity.
consistent.
Plus minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be consistent, man. I seen it all the time. I see people fall off, and that's the game of basketball, man. If you're not consistent, you're gonna be on the bench. Guys in the league, if you're not performing, bench. You feel me?
Mhm.
Guys in the P League,
Sit
you
your ass
suck,
down, right?
bench. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
I agree. If you ain't got something to bring to the table, whether it's your game, your
Right.
energy, it got to be something.
it's gotta be
Right.
something.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Anything could be your niche. Like,
Mhm.
don't necessarily mean you got to put the ball in the bucket. You know, you could
Right.
play defense. You could scream in somebody's face. You can whatever the case.
Gotta know
may
your
be.
role, whatever you're good at.
Yeah, you gotta know
Okay.
your role, just like in college.
Before we walk out of here with you,
we gotta do one more shot.
Come on, yeah, this our last one.
No,
let's do
the putt.
We gotta do
Okay.
the putt.
All
We gotta
right.
do the
Putt.
putt. Since golf is the new sport that's popping right
And
now.
I'm so nice at putt putt. Watch this.
Is he nice?
So
Yeah,
what he's gonna do here? So there's like it's probably a shot and maybe a little over a hat. So 1.5. If he doesn't make
He's got 2
one out
shots.
of 2 tries, he's got to take that all down.
Yes, sir.
This
Let's
easy.
ride. Let's ride.
Let's get it.
Check that slope.
Right there is a slope.
There is a slope
I
over
beat
there.
him in this all the time.
She lying.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, Brody. Here he goes. You got the putter. You got 2 balls right here. You get 2 tries. You got to get the ball in the cup.
Okay.
If your rim grazes, it don't count. It's got to go in the cup. In
Alright.
the cup.
Yeah, it can go in and out though. So
go ahead.
As long as it goes in.
Go ahead if you want
Pause.
to take a little aim. If you want to go ahead and
You feel me? Let me see.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
See where
sure.
that's at. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, I'm gonna give you some advice. Roll the ball.
Nah, we ain't gonna really. We gonna hit it.
No,
right.
no, no,
trying to
no.
get you
Act
to
like you're
miss.
rolling it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, act like you're rolling it so you know where that
Okay,
ball's gonna
okay.
go.
But she said it's a little slope in
Yeah,
it.
it's okay.
Okay, hold on.
Now you know.
We're gonna loosen up. Bend the knees a little bit. Look at it. Okay. Uh-oh, that's it. That's it right there. Okay, a little harder. Okay, I see where it's going. It's going left, so we're gonna come a little bit more over to the right.
That bit's still moving.
Mhm.
These
Okay.
floors unlevel as my ass.
Hold on, we gotta.
There you go.
Gotta lock in.
Hey, yo. Hey, no pause.
Pause.
I see you, girl. Take your time. Oh, that's too much.
It was close.
Shot time.
That was close.
Shot time.
I got it. You feel me? It's only right. I'm a man of my word. I couldn't hit it.
Shot time.
Salute. Plus and minus, y'all.
Yeah, my dog. Damn, I wish he would have made that.
Wish you would have made it, yeah. I didn't want him walking out of here like that. I hope he's not driving.
I hope he's not
Hope he's not
driving.
driving.
Because that was a big goal. Pause.
It was, yeah. Pause too, yeah.
Pause.
But yeah, we're about to bring on our second guest here for
Okay.
episode 2.
Yes, sir.
We got Grayson, videographer.
Grayson White.
Grayson,
Everybody,
come on in,
Grayson
brother.
White. Grayson White.
Thanks for having me.
How are you, brother?
Good, how are you?
Thank you for coming, brother. I appreciate you, man. Episode 2 with one of the GOATs. He's going to tell you a little bit about himself. But I have high praise for this, praise for this guy.
For sure.
I always tell him, like, man, you don't get the credit that you deserve. But hopefully this podcast, I'm going to make sure he gets all his flowers. Just because I know how
when
hard
Nick,
he works.
Nick said, let's get Grayson on. I'm like, oh, okay. He was pretty
Yeah.
pretty hyped about it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let's do it.
Had to
So-
get him on.
Let's hear it. Why
That's
are
how
we
you know I
hyped
rock with you.
to have you on here today? Let's hear about it.
I don't know. I mean, you tell me.
I told Grayson, I told you. I just want the people to know like who you are and why Friga has such a great person, on his team. Because I was just talking to him about that the other day. I was telling him, like, bro, like, you're so lucky to have Grayson on your team. Like, I need someone like Grayson on my team because you guys flow so good. You guys rag on each other so funny, and your connection is just so good.
Yeah.
So pause. Like,
So
that's
Grayson,
great. I need
Grayson
that.
is Devontae Friga's videographer, correct?
Correct.
Videographer.
Yeah, I do. manage
Actually,
So
I'm sorry, Clyde.
Go ahead.
Is that what you want to be titled as, or what is
Or
your
no?
role
No.
with Devontae Friga? Like, it's not.
let's hear it from you.
Yeah,
Let's hear the story. Come on.
First of all, I appreciate you having me on here. But
course.
second, I got really lucky meeting Devontae. I met him in college.
Let him college. See that.
5 years ago. I actually met him. I was standing on a basketball court at Mount Union, flying my drone at nighttime, and him and his buddy were driving in a car, saw it in the sky, followed it to me,
Get out of here.
and that's where we sparked the conversation.
No
meeting
way.
Each other.
You know what? You love your drone.
Yo, that's a fucking
love your
crazy
drone.
story.
Yeah,
That's a crazy story to meet him.
So what did he say when you met him like right at the spot?
So, oh gosh, Devontae probably had a couple thousand subscribers around the time. Him and our other buddy Joe had a media production company. They would
Yeah,
film
I
a
know
lot
Joe.
of real estate.
Yeah. Shout out
And
to
they
Joe.
were really looking for like a drone guy. So that's kind of when I came in. I flew my drone for fun. Then eventually I started getting into photo with them for their business. And he wanted to document his Division III basketball career. And
So
from
he
there,
asked
it
you.
Started, yeah.
Didn't
Didn't really ask me. It was kind of like,
was the flow?
yeah,
Yeah.
we just all worked
It
together.
just happened, huh?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
when
dude,
when
that's
was
crazy.
this?
2019 maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
wow, before COVID.
Yeah.
So you guys been at it for like
Yeah.
3-4 years.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But
Yeah,
in terms of the title you asked, I don't know. I mean, I've heard
So someone
videographer, manager. I don't
Yeah.
know.
so you meet somebody and they're like, so what do you do? There's no one else around.
yeah, honestly,
How would you introduce yourself?
I say that I do media production and management for
Okay.
Love that.
basketball content channel
Sweet.
along the lines of
So
that.
you're his damn manager.
What's that?
So you're his damn manager.
Yeah. I mean, we call 15 times a day.
Yeah.
That's what's
Y'all the
up.
best friends,
Yeah.
man.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
And I'm sorry for being rude here. We do have Hennessy for you.
Yeah. Pour
I'm
Grayson
so
up some
sorry.
Hennessy, man.
I'm here sipping and I didn't even offer.
No,
it.
Yeah,
you're
pour
good, man.
pour him up. Hey, Grayson. So please, tell the people, like what city you're from.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to college at? So you went to Mount, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
did.
you already said that. So why don't we just tell the people who you are and where you're from?
Yeah.
Tosin?
Yeah,
toast,
for
let's
sure.
toast to that first. Let's toast to Grayson.
Still see you guys.
Plus
Appreciate
minus.
y'all.
Salute.
minus.
Plus
Episode
minus, yep.
2. Let's rock.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Likewise. So I'm from about an hour south of here, Canton, Ohio,
Canton, Ohio.
home of the NFL.
Yeah.
Facts.
I went to Central Catholic in Canton, and then I graduated from there and went to University of Mount Union, and I actually studied to be a teacher.
Oh wow.
I have a degree in education
Wow.
and a minor in business and communications, but I love kids. Like I had the mindset of
Wow,
like,
you wanna
become a
grade or
teacher?
something.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's crazy. And now you are the man.
I guess.
Yeah.
The man
Yeah.
behind the camera.
From a
So,
teacher to
yeah.
the man. That's tough, man.
When
That's-
did you pick up the camera? When did you get the idea to pick up the camera? Like, how'd that start?
So it all actually started with my drone. Big drone nerd. I got a ton of
big-
drones. I love them.
big drone guy.
My dad actually purchased a drone for hunting. He was gonna fly it so he could track deer from a distance and kind of map out where they were.
Smart.
And he never really flew it. So I picked it up. I started flying it. Then I met Devontae and Joe and started doing drone work with them. And then they started teaching me camera stuff. So that was honestly within the past 4 years.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
So your life just made it like a complete 180 from what you expected to do after college.
Yeah.
And that's actually a crazy story, man. Like, how does that feel? Like, are you happy with the decision of doing stuff with Devontae and kind of stepping away from being a teacher? Because
Mhm.
like as a teacher, you got to be there, like 6 a.m. to 5, whatever 5:30. So it's like your schedule's way different. You're dealing with different people.
Exactly.
But just tell us about that.
Wow, I just dropped a total blank. Can you say that one more time?
Wait
Wait a minute.
Wait, was it the Henny?
No, I don't know.
It might have been a Henny.
It might have been a Henny.
Oh, okay.
It turned the shit off. For
No,
him.
I was asking
talking
you
about,
about like you expected to be a teacher, but
Yeah.
now you're in a different career path, and
gotcha.
just talk about that.
I just got really lucky meeting
Yeah.
Devontae in school, man. I mean, I really couldn't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah, that's
Right
awesome.
now, I'm grateful for our relationship.
And you're full time with him, right?
Yeah, he's opened a lot of doors for me, and it's
That's sick.
I'm
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
For
shout out
real.
to
For real,
Devontae,
shout
man.
out.
He's
That's
putting
awesome,
everybody
man. That's
on.
awesome.
he
So did you
feeds
have,
a lot of people, man.
My bad to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Basketball background. Did you have like a basketball background before meeting him? Did you have any idea like, dude, I'm shooting basketball videos,
You can catch me on the course, not the
Course?
court.
Okay.
so you could putt?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get after
Maybe.
that
Wait a
shortly.
minute. I got to do that too.
You got to putt.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
It's a challenge. Challenge of the day. We're gonna do different challenges all the time, and you guys just got the putting
You
challenge.
guys got the putting.
So
one
I
today.
mean, you said the course, so you
Yeah.
better not disappoint
yeah, you gotta make it on camera.
the
man.
audience.
No, but I honestly don't watch any basketball.
Really?
I haven't watched any of the finals.
No?
I don't like. I'm really tapped out of the basketball world.
Wow. That is crazy. But,
Yeah.
dude, it just shows you, man, if you're just good at something and, you just meet the right people, man, you can connect in any business or any world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're good at what you do. You had to learn basketball, right? You had to learn what people do in basketball and what people want. And because, you're obviously helping him, like,
Mhm.
create some ideas behind the scenes. So, for not playing basketball, you do a great job.
That's
Appreciate
sick,
that,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd about the production.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
production.
Yeah.
So, but like,
Definitely.
so you're not hip to basketball before and anything like that. So,
I played in school, but
yeah,
Mm.
not like that though. So, getting into making video production for a basketball player. So, how has that like taught you the game? Like, did that like change your whole like opinion on basketball? Like,
honestly, I don't mean this like in a conceited way, but I've probably filmed 3,000 hours of basketball, and I don't watch any of it. I'm
Yeah.
constantly just focused on like the angle where the
Yeah,
camera's at, what's
right.
in frame. But it's just my main thing is just follow that freaking ball.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
just
it
follow
comes
the
out
ball.
sick. It's like, oh, this dude knows ball. You know what I'm saying? That's how the
Appreciate that,
videos
man.
look, man. That's awesome. I peeped your shit from Nick sending me your profile over. Taught you to follow. You didn't follow me back.
I did.
I don't think you did.
It's all right.
But it's,
follow you
it's
back.
cool. It's
It
cool. No
happens.
worries, man. I ain't tripping.
It happens.
I'm not tripping.
I'm gonna follow this guy back. That made
You
me
gotta.
feel so good.
You're fine with that, for sure. I'm dead.
Where
you
you
know,
at on here?
while you're doing that, Grayson,
Yeah.
I want you to think about what goes behind production, like behind the scenes. Like, what are your responsibilities for Devontae when Devontae is too busy, interacting or
Yeah.
kind of directing something else? Like, what are the responsibilities
I
put
got
on you?
Sweet, man.
Thanks,
Right
bro.
here?
Yeah, I got you right there.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
about to
I tossed
forget
it.
what I told him.
No, I got you.
Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, no, yeah,
It's-
I'm just trying to keep it going.
I think just because we shot like real estate stuff before this, there was like that tone of like things gotta be crisp, they gotta
Yeah.
look good, and I think those expectations carried into this. So, I mean, obviously, monitoring that audio.
Right.
That's a big one.
Audio.
Audio is huge. It's just important as a video. Videos.
Shout out to Mark.
Mhm.
Shout out to Mark for the audio, man.
Video's a big
Audio.
one. I mean, obviously, I've made a lot of fuck ups. I fucked up a lot of times.
You're not perfect. We're not
But,
perfect.
There's a lot, man. After the trips with like the next chapter, we probably work with 1,500 gigabytes, sometimes 2 terabytes. We're
Damn,
shooting
that's
4K.
crazy.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
And
so
it's
much footage.
So much footage.
That's why it takes a little while, huh? Yeah.
But I'm definitely out there yelling. Fombi, do I yell at people? Oh, God.
Back up. Yeah.
No, I take it seriously, man. I've yelled at a freaking 7-year-old, freaking 20-year-old, 50-year-old. Get back, get back.
Yeah, you got to
that's
if you
the
want to
thing in
get some
this
good
space.
shit, you know.
I can't have them redo a play.
Mm-hmm.
It's one
Right,
take.
you can't.
gotta
You
get it.
can't get that
Mhm.
dunk back, or you
If
can't
you're
get
in my
that
way, I
cross
fuck
back.
it up, it's
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true. That's
For
true.
sure. Is there times where you kind of messed up where the cap was on the lens or something like that, or like
no? But I filmed an entire video and accidentally formatted the card. And
it was gone. Oh my gosh. I
That's
can't
the
imagine how many
worst.
videos you guys probably had that were gonna be very great videos or something like that, and it just either it
happens.
just left the card or whatever happened. I'm sure you've had so
Learn
many
every
videos.
day.
Yeah,
Damn, man.
that's
So
That's-
how old are you?
I'm 23.
23. Okay.
yeah, he's
okay.
young. I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
How old are you
young.
guys?
I'm 28.
27.
27,
Mm.
28.
Yeah, man, you're gonna learn a
You're
lot.
halfway to 56, bro.
Wow.
Wait, what'd you say?
This
56.
dude
What?
just made me feel so old.
I think
Oh,
he's
he's halfway.
56.
I'm halfway to 56,
That
man.
is true.
54.
You know what?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
listen,
true.
Grayson.
Holy
I say
fuck.
this. COVID really took away 2 years of my life, so I'm really 26.
That's fair.
I'm 26.
Hmm.
If I tell anybody else,
I'm
how old
25 then.
I'm 26. Just
Were you
because-
done hooping for a while when COVID came through? Could you hoop a lot or no?
Did I hoop during COVID?
Yeah.
I was the only league in Cleveland that played basketball when COVID was
Oh,
around.
no shit.
Yeah, bro. The gym owner basically told me, he's like, "Hey, man," he's like, "I'm not putting the chain around the doors. Do what you want as long as you as you pay me. If
Yeah.
everything's on time and we could get the gym back on its feet from COVID, I'll let you do it." So we teamed up. I worked together with them, and we did the hand sanitizer. We tried to do the temperature, but we know after a while that never really mattered about COVID, right? So yeah, man, I was hooping, man. I thought I gave a lot of people outlet to express their self because of COVID. They came and hoop, and it was an outlet for like depression. You know what I mean? And just people didn't know where like where the world was going to go, but they know they had P League that night.
Mhm.
So I think it was a great thing for myself and my business. It
That's
actually
what's up.
helped me because I was the only one. I was doing 6 days a week leagues and still
Really?
running like open gyms.
That's sick.
That's
People
when
weren't like coming at you about.
to be honest with you,
violations?
thank gosh, man, nobody came at me at like a negative way. It was all
Yeah.
positive. Like, dude, I can't believe you're doing this for the people. I made my own hand sanitizer.
Did you?
Had P League on it, like
That's
put
cool.
some money into it. Didn't go anywhere, but it was P League hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
you know what I
it
mean? I had the
existed
logo
at one
on there.
point, right?
I'm like, oh, here we go, boom, boom, got it on camera.
Yeah.
So again, man, like it really helped me,
The
man.
Purell League.
The Pure
Right.
Pure.
P
So
League.
it was
That's
fun,
sick.
bro. It helped me
That's
grow,
smart.
dude. So shout out to COVID.
See,
You
I
know,
didn't even
killed,
know. I didn't even
a lot
know
of people.
that. So that was that
Yeah.
like a huge point for like P League? would you
Huge,
say?
huge. It was still known that Fonby was around in the league when it first started. It was still up and coming, but since nothing else was around, I was the person that was in
Yeah.
charge of
'Cause
literally
we
making
were all
runs
fucking
everywhere. Yeah,
locked
nobody
in
was hooping.
houses and
Yeah,
shit.
nobody was hooping. So no, I didn't get no
You
negative
know?
backlash.
Crazy
No.
times,
Crazy
right?
that shit happened.
Nuts, right?
Yeah.
We lived through it.
Yeah, we lived through that, bro. I don't know. It might be another 45 years, 50 years till another pandemic happens.
Literally
But
lived in
one
history
happened in the history. It already happened, so another one's gonna happen again. You know what I mean? So it's history repeats itself, I think, and that's how you control people. And like I said, I can get into politics. I can get into conspiracy theories all night. But
In terms of, I know I'm changing the subject here,
It's all right.
but
Go ahead.
production. What are your values looking like when you're producing your content for the P League? Like, what are
dude,
you have a list of things you really need?
no. I will tell you this: guys like Ray and guys like Andon and guys like Bogdan, who helped me throughout this process of filming things. Like a lot of people think I got all this money to spend on things, but dude, like these guys have helped me so much. They've given me so much product where it's like, bro, I owe these guys so much because they're the people that I relied on, you know what I mean, to get me the content. I don't know how to work a camera. You know what I mean? I didn't do it myself. So shout out to all those guys, man. I had Franklin Carter. He works for Ohio State
I
now.
know Franklin Carter. I
Yeah,
went to
so
school
he
with
came to
him.
the P League. He actually hit me up. He's like, "Yo, man, I want to come, do your games during COVID." He came through. I liked his work. We made some videos. He made my first COVID video, and then I linked him up with Miles. Miles linked him up with the NFL.
Yeah.
He went to go film for the NFL, travel around the world,
you told
and
me.
then now he's at Ohio State. So coming through P League, like I think will benefit you somehow. That's why I'm trying to get my intern and then a job, and get him some gigs. Ray's helped me out so much.
That's the
Bogdan
motto
helps
behind
me
the
out.
P League.
Bro. Like
What is it on your back of your shirt?
Provide opportunity, baby.
Provide
That's my
opportunities.
slogan since day one. So without these guys, I wouldn't be me.
Y'all keep it up back there behind
Yeah.
the scenes, man. For real.
Yeah,
I
for
know what
sure.
it's like. I can empathize with y'all.
Hey, and Ray can hoop, man.
Oh yeah.
And he can hoop for sure.
Yeah. Talk about that. I know that Nick talked about it earlier and wanted to ask it, but we're here. Talk about being behind the scenes, being like the main thing that happens for content. Like
Yeah.
if there was no camera, I mean there'd be no
Yeah.
content, right?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I guess I've never really thought of it like that. I mean, I enjoy what I do. I don't care that I'm not in front of the camera. I mean, I'm around a lot of people who have these big followings, and I just see them just get paraded with people, and I kind of enjoy the privacy in some ways. I
yeah.
love what I do. I like where I'm at, but it's
So what's the negatives behind that though? Like, do you feel like someone in your position that has a friend like Devontae Freeman who's so big, like, can there be jealousy, right? Can there be jealousy there? Can there be like an envy? You know what I mean? But being stuck with the right person, you don't want to mess up your cards, right?
right.
So there could be a kid out there that is in the same position as you, right? So what is there any like negatives behind that? Like, do you think there's
And
people
how would
out
you
there?
handle that too?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Honestly, I've never came across any jealousy.
Yeah.
Like I know I said I was really lucky to meet Devontae, but Devontae is a person who's got great morals,
Yeah.
great ethics.
Great dude,
he
man.
feeds a lot
Yeah.
of people,
Yeah,
and
he
he's
does.
one of the most selfless individuals I've ever met in my life.
That's why I
And-
rock with him so much, dude.
and-
He's so fucking nice, dude.
Unreal, bro. I mean,
It's like seeing him talk shit on the court. It's like, damn, bro. Like, like
Yeah.
that's great that you're talking shit and defend yourself. But I know, man, you're such
For
a
the
good
camera.
guy. Yeah, you're a good guy, dude. You're such a great guy, man.
Yeah.
You're such a great guy.
But just communication in our team is something we've really valued. Like, if you got something on your chest, say it. You do too. Let's work it through.
Mm-hmm.
Give insight. Bada boom, bada bing.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. But like
Yeah.
as a viewer and someone that wants to be in your position, can there be like jealousy and envy?
I'm sure there can
Yeah.
be, for sure. I mean, there's obviously you can see some people might get jealous of money. You
Yeah.
can see the
Right.
money that's built, but you also got to realize the money that's used to build.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I guess if you're doing this and you're getting jealous, maybe it's not
Maybe it's not for you.
for you. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, go off the jealousy thing. So I've run this in the past, like cameramen getting overlooked in a way. Feel like they've become like public and like feel like they're being used.
Mhm.
Like stuff like that. Because obviously the person on camera is always gonna get the more love than the person behind it.
Right.
Just the thing. Have you ever run into that? And if you have, or just give like your opinion on it.
Yeah.
How would you like handle like that? Like someone just being like, dude, like you always just want me to come shoot you, like like this and that, like just feeling that type of way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my mindset here is like kind of when you build this team, you got to learn your place. Everybody has their own purpose on the teams. Mine's to film and
Mhm.
produce, and I've recognized that. So to anybody, I guess that's feeling that way, take a step back and kind
Yeah.
of recognize your purpose in the team. Because I love what I do. Devontae gives me full creative control of shooting, so I'm doing things the way I want to do.
That's
In
awesome.
a way. So like we work together on setting things up. He might like something, I might not, vice versa. But
Mhm.
we work.
That's
together
how it should be though. If
Yeah,
you got the
yeah.
camera in hand, like
Yeah, bro.
you got the vision, you're the one shooting it at the
Yeah.
end of the day.
I told Andon, I'm like, listen, bro, like I want you. Yeah, you have the camera in hand, but I want you to be that guy that gives us the ideas, the man behind the the vision. because it's better to have two brains rather than one
Yeah,
brain, right?
For real.
So that's
That's
great,
him
man.
right
Yeah,
there.
that's it. That's it. He's the
Yeah.
intern. Shout out to Andon. He goes to
Andon's
Cleveland
got a
State.
great vision on his
Yeah.
head,
Intern.
for sure.
Yeah, bro.
He really
I'm
did.
glad that he came on as an intern because, like I told him, man, I'm gonna put him in great position. I told Ray too, man. Like, I try to put everybody that I deal with that's doing something for me in
Yeah.
a position to succeed. I can't obviously hold the food and feed them, but I'm gonna try as much as possible.
Right.
So it's like I owe both of these guys so much.
For
sure.
For real, a
Good
lot.
for you guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Shout out to Mark back there too.
Yeah,
with
and
the
Mark.
camera,
Yeah, and
too,
Mark for sure.
Audio
sure.
guy.
Yeah.
Mark, I would say, is more of a personality than the camera guy, just
Yeah.
because he
He'll get
hosts
on here.
the OBP pod. He'll probably pop on the pod
Yeah.
in the future, but
Okay.
he is helping us with the production. So
awesome.
shout out
Good
to
dude,
Mark
good
for
dude.
sure. Ray, Annan,
Awesome.
Hey,
Fom over there.
Grayson, let's talk about the cool people that you've met through doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Who is the coolest person? Obviously, besides Devontae and
Yeah.
Fon Bomb, and all the people that are close to you. Like, who are the dopest dudes that you've met through the process of being like in this world?
Like, got to interact with quickly, or build a relationship.
Let's just
with?
talk about let's just say big names. Like who like what big name that has millions of followers or like who is very popular. Like who's like your favorite one that you've met through Devontae?
So a big one is, do you know the music artist Russ?
I do know Russ. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Shout out
actually,
Russ.
Yeah.
Russ pulled up to one of our park runs and invited
Yeah,
us
that
to his
shit's dope.
house afterwards, and we hung out, played pool, chilled in his studio and stuff, and
That's
that was
sick.
probably.
Where does he live at?
In Atlanta.
Oh, that's tough.
That was-
Crazy fucking
yeah.
house.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, dude. He had this room, like the size of this room, with walls covered in Himalayan salt, and the floors like
What?
3 inches of salt. It's just like
crazy.
his meditation room.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Shout out Russ, man.
Yeah.
So did you?
How did we get Russ on here?
Did you guys just kick it there? Did he have
Yeah.
people over? Did he have some
It was just
some
us.
bad bitches? No,
It was just
nothing like
us.
that.
Yeah.
It was super private and low key, and it was
So you got to know him a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, no bad bitches.
How is he?
Cool, bro. Humble guy. Honestly, him and Devontae are like the same person.
Are they?
It was weird.
And he plays, and he likes to poop.
Yeah.
He really
I've
likes to
seen hoop
yeah.
tapes of him.
I
for
know he
sure.
was in the crew league.
Was he?
Yeah, we need to get Devontae and Fon Bomb in the crew league, man. Crew league is missing you guys. The crew league's missing Devontae Friga. I'm gonna say it right now. Get Devontae Friga in the crew league.
The
He'll
crew
bring
league-
you
They're,
more people.
That's
A
in
year
Florida,
ago, I
isn't it?
think, right?
Huh?
He was on the crew league
Devontae was?
with Chris Brown.
Was
and
he?
DJ Scheme
Did he
and-
play?
Yeah, he played with DJ Scheme.
No.
and DJ
You need Friga fam
Oh, I see what
inside
you're saying.
the crew league because he's gonna bring a squad and beat all those guys.
Yeah,
You know? So,
yeah.
yeah, maybe
Did you
I
see
don't know.
that?
I didn't know that he was in there.
No, you're good. I think he
Mm.
went with DJ Scheme. And
Oh, tough.
Chris Brown was there.
You were you there?
Yeah.
Ah, so you got to meet Chris Brown.
Yeah.
And,
Pass him real quick, but we hung out with DJ Scheme.
okay.
which was
So Russ is the
Yeah.
one that you think
Yeah.
that's the most.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anybody that you didn't like, or you don't want to put him out there like that?
Somebody that kind of rubbed me the wrong way was probably Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah. What did Tyreek do,
Oh
man?
gosh, we were Tyreek had a charity event in Kansas City 2 years ago, and invited Devontae out there, and we had the event. It went well, great game. I mean, this man shot a 3 and did a backflip after he made it. It was crazy. But we went clubbing after, and this man ordered 2 bottles of Henny on the stage, and when he got them, he just went. Dumped them, and I'm like, bro.
That's crazy.
I feel like
got
no,
that.
that's
He's
the
got money,
personality
though.
to do that shit.
Yeah.
You know how he is on the field and on his streams. You guys watched his streams before?
No, I don't.
Dude, he's a fucking nut on
Is
there.
he?
He's hilarious and just talking shit to
I
little
would love to
kids
get
and shit.
Tyreek Hill to come to P League. That'd be sick. I know he plays in a couple leagues in Miami, so
Yeah,
definitely
he's
get
down
him.
in
actually
Miami.
hoop.
now,
Yeah, he can hoop, bro. He can hoop.
Fast
can
as
hoop.
fuck.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Very.
Mm-hmm.
What is your plan? Let's just say your 5-year goal from where you're at now. So in 5 years you'll be 28. So my age. So where do you
Yeah.
see yourself in 5 years? And that's including with Devontae,
Yeah.
with Friga Fam and Next Chapter, all that. It's
Yeah.
where do you see yourself at?
Obviously, I want to have, if not the role I have now, other
Right.
ones with Devontae.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. I hope to work with that man for a very long time. I love working with him. It's my favorite
He's not going anywhere.
favorite thing to do. The Next Chapter stuff. That's a big one. We're pulling
Yeah.
a lot into.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
bro. I'm gonna get Devontae on here. He told me he's gonna come on here, and
You gotta get Scotty on here.
I want to get both of them on here, and I'm gonna ask Devontae a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Excuse me. obviously, obviously about next chapter.
Yeah.
Because I've been following Scotty for a minute,
Mhm.
and even with Ball's Life, I was dealing with him.
Wizard.
And dude, he knows how to build a brand. He knows how to build a brand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm trying to
that's
hear
dope that you guys teamed up. And I know a little bit about it. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll let Friga come on and talk to him about that. But definitely got a lot of questions for him.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think Scotty would love to come on here.
Yeah, I've been talking to Scotty for fucking 2 years
Have
now,
you?
man, trying to get him over here. But when he was with Ball's Life, man, they were just charging so much, dude. They were charging like so much to get everybody out here. I'm like, bro, like, get Ball's Life to pay for that shit, dude. Like, don't
Ball's
get
Life's
someone
got
who's
some
a small
stuff going
business
on.
like me pay for
Mhm.
all this shit. Where it's like, damn, bro, I'm losing thousands of dollars for, bro. I've lost some money doing that. I lost a lot of money. I wouldn't say it's a loss because it's experiences that I've learned from, but bringing these guys out here is a blessing. But yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah.
People think they could just hit up Hezzy God or Fombi or like
You can't do that,
someone out
yeah.
of the city to come play in their shit, but like you got to pay
Appearance
them.
fees.
You got to pay them.
Parents' fees.
So it's like you got to pay these guys and it costs money. So how do you get an event together with no money? It's hard. So there's a lot to it. You know, there's a lot to it.
Definitely.
Man, I mean,
Cost.
these events cost so
Can't
much
imagine.
money. I mean, like,
Thousands and like maybe not thousands, but maybe tens of thousands. Like, dude,
honestly, like, I don't.
crazy.
We've probably. These aren't the exact numbers, but there'll be like a $30,000 month, and we'll put 33 into
Yeah.
an event, and we'll go down on it.
Yeah,
But we really believe in it right now.
yeah. You got to though, man. That's how you invest into your own.
Now's
in
the
your
time
business,
too.
man.
You
Build-
know,
you know,
that's the
invest
era
into
for this
yourself.
shit. You know,
Right.
throw it all in right now.
It's not a negative if it's something that you're working towards to and you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just you have to invest. You know, sometimes when I lose
Invest
money
in
my
yourself,
business, I'm
man.
like, you know what? I'm not even mad that I'm losing money. It's just I got to go through it because I'm a business owner.
Right.
Businesses lose money. It's always like up and down, up and down. You know, can't be too highs on your highs. Can't be too
Adaptability.
lows on your lows.
Yep.
You know,
If you know it's a positive thing, do it. You know.
does I know this is a personal question, but does Devontae ever get mad at you where you guys are like, you know, where like you're just not talking? Like, you guys have a good
No,
relationship?
I mean, there's honestly, I yell at him. More.
Yeah.
It sounds bad. Like, there's, I might be short tempered at times. Like, especially if we're like on a schedule and we gotta go. Oh, you
Yeah,
calling
yeah.
him?
Yeah, I'm calling him right now. I'm calling it right now.
No,
Let's see
but
if he
Fine.
answers.
Talk about that though. Expand.
No, I take it serious, man. So there's
Yeah.
sometimes
I feel like he
Well,
would probably respect that and like
he
that.
does.
You know.
He
I
does.
don't got no service in here,
Yeah.
so
But there's
hopefully he's
definitely
seeing
times where like he'll maybe we're never yelling at each other.
Mhm.
It's always like, hey man, this happened.
Mhm.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
And you gotta have that when you're
Yeah.
working with someone and doing something big. You have
it.
to.
All right. He didn't answer. He's probably busy, hopefully. But if he calls back, I'm asking him that. That's the question I'm asking him. Do you guys argue? Because like I said, my brother and I always argued when we were always together and working on things. So just a question to ask.
There's arguments,
Yeah.
but quick
There's al-
resolutions.
I feel like there's all if you're working on shit, there's always gonna be something. There's always gonna be some sort of difference that you guys gotta figure out, and it's, you know, it's that that mental thing where, you know, you gotta get through it because you know the end goal. You know, you can't just like hold a grudge or shit like that.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, he's calling me right now.
Oh, yeah?
I swear.
Devontae. Hey, we're live. Hey, we're live right now, brother. We're live right now. Hey, listen, man, I got a question for Grayson. I said, do you and Devontae ever argue? And his question was no. Is that true?
I don't know about no, but like disagreements.
Yeah, like what's the difference? You know, like just like the disagreements. Like I asked him, like you guys are so close and you guys are business partners, but you guys are also friends. So how does it mesh together? Like, do you guys mesh together pretty well?
For all the people watching and listening, man, if you aren't whatever in the workspace or ask each other questions.
I'm calling him. I tried to get him on the FaceTime, but there ain't no
Burger
service
King
here.
ass Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Was it breaking up?
Yeah, it was breaking up. I got you by the mic, so go ahead and repeat yourself.
Watching, the wants to get into business or whatever, if you aren't arguing with your partners, if you guys aren't having discussions or hard conversations, then you're never really going to go anywhere. And that's really all it ever is. It's like none of the harsh conversations in business will ever affect our like relationship as friends, you know, because we're friends before business partners. So that's what we do put first. But
I love that.
But in business, if you want to succeed, you got to have the tough conversations. You got to argue. You got to be, especially with me and Grayson's, like, we argue about maybe it's like we one of us thinks this shot would be better than this shot or this idea or these days and these times. It's never anything like you're allowed to obviously argue about like bad stuff, but like if you're getting in a heated conversation about something that could better the company or better the relationship, then like you need to have those conversations and those arguments.
No, for sure, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. I'm I'm on a podcast right now trying to give Grayson all his flowers, so we're just
tell him your flower quote. Tell him your flower quote.
I can't remember exactly how it goes. I was trying to write it or like rewrite it, but they always tell you. They always say give them their flowers or. Well, hold on. They always say give them their flowers, but not done yet. So
let them grow. That's
you know.
Yeah, for sure. Cut out there, but we definitely got the picture for sure.
Fuck with that.
Really appreciate you, telling us that, man, and I'm super excited to get you on the podcast, brother.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm excited.
Appreciate you, man, and drive safe, and we're gonna go back and continue the pod.
All right.
All right, much love, Brody.
Peace out.
Peace.
You funny as fuck, Nick.
Yeah, I had to get him
Hey,
out of there.
continue driving. Be safe driving. We're gonna continue the pod.
Plus minus.
Plus minus, baby. I just wanted the people to hear that because now you heard both sides. Like, if you're gonna argue, you're gonna argue, but as long as you guys have the same vision, it's okay, right? That's what I took out of that.
You got to,
right?
you got to.
That's what I took out of that.
Real shit. How you grow.
Yeah, man. I mean, what else can we talk about besides you and what you do? Like, what are your hobbies?
Yeah, what else do you do besides camera work?
Like
what's your favorite shit?
Man.
Cars?
I'm a nerd about cars.
Is it? We'll wrap it up here soon. What are your hobbies, man? What are your damn hobbies?
He loves cars.
You like cars? You like golf?
Yeah,
you said
like
you're on the
fishing,
course.
I like golfing. Yeah.
Fishing? Okay. Yeah, I fuck
It's
with
hard to
fishing.
think about your hobbies, bro. I've been asked that question before. It's like, Nick, what are your hobbies? I'm like, P League, basketball, watch NBA. You know what I mean? It's like, do I even have hobbies? But obviously, I put golf in there, and like, I like to play tennis.
Why are we playing golf, bro?
I've been asking you guys for a while, so hopefully,
I'm trying to go fucking hit some stick.
You
Come
from
on.
out here?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mhm.
Wow, you don't like golf?
I love golf. I want to go on the course.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
We
down.
got to bring the whole crew.
I got clubs, man. What's up?
We'll play.
Well, listen, man. I'm super excited and happy you came on here. And this is your second podcast. This is your first in-person podcast.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is like my first time where somebody asked me to
Like a bunch of questions.
be on the spot.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate it.
Dude, you did a phenomenal job. I think we got some points across where some people can learn from exactly what we asked you, and that's the point of this podcast. All the positives and all the negatives and the plus and minus. So that's a great thing, and
Appreciate
I
you
hope
as
you guys
well.
learn from this.
No,
Man.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you
appreciate you.
guys. Shout out to Plus Minus Podcast. This means a lot to me, more than you guys know.
I loved hearing the
Yeah, absolutely.
background and
Yeah,
everything. Like he said, it just relates to everybody else that's trying to do the same thing you're doing, or if they're already doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just hearing the background, like, hey, we went through the same thing. Like, now they can relate to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, appreciate
Appreciate
nice
you,
to meet
man.
you as well.
Likewise,
Best of luck with
man.
everything. We'll link up.
If
on
you have a
golf course and
podcast out
shit.
there, man, interview this guy because he's just as important as anybody
sure,
else.
for
Man.
Man,
All right, he's rolling. All right, guys, we got
I need you to
Grayson
help me
here.
read this.
All right.
Yeah, line it up. Do what you gotta
I told you. Listen, I told you. You need to go ahead and act like you're rolling it so you kind of see where that ball is going to go. That's what I do with my putting. But we got Grayson White here. If he misses these shots, he's going to have to gulp that Hennessy.
Yep.
Okay. Ah!
Got it.
Yeah, baby. First try.
Wait, so you You drink the Henny, right?
Yeah.
I'll drink it. I'll drink the Henny.
I'll call the Uber. I'll call the Uber.
I gotta drink the Henny. All right. You sure you don't want to sip on this? No. This doesn't count. Salute, my friend.
Salute.
Good, good hit, man. Hey, yo, he got me.
Thanks again.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
again.
man.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, pleasure.
Yes,
Pleasure.
man.
Good shit.